Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1237 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is anger is a byproduct. Anger is a byproduct. And what do I mean by that? What I'm saying is, anger doesn't ever come as the only thing that is there in the conversation. Anger is always due to something. So, type in comments, let me know what are some reasons or what are some situations that make you get angry. Sometimes we get angry because the other people are not able to fulfill or say what or complete the commitments that they have made. Sometimes we feel angry because our kids aren't listening to us. Sometimes we feel angry because we are not able to cope up with all that we've taken on. There are different things that trigger us. Write in comments what are some of the triggers that lead for you to be angry. More on this on the other side of the show reel. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel, because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Thank you. Welcome back to the conversation on day 1237 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is anger is a byproduct. And what do I mean by this? When you get angry at someone, I invite you to take a look at the underlying reason. For instance, a mom could get angry at her child if they aren't doing well at school. And what is the underlying reason? There could be multiple reasons. There could be the intention, obviously, that the child should excel. There could be the intention that my child has to be better than than the other kids in the family. There could be the intention that I hope she doesn't turn out like me, wherein I haven't been able to be an A student, so I would like my child to be that. And so the anger erupts and it is expressed. Anger is a byproduct. Anger is a byproduct of other triggers. Anger never stands alone, the angry do. I have another quote by this, and I will be sharing that in description on my YouTube channel, so that if you would like, you would have a look at that too. So when you are angry, what do you do? You've got people who do anger management classes. I'm just wondering, do you really manage the anger itself? Because if you're anger managing the anger, that means you are only doing band-aid treatment. You are brushing it off and you're just attaching a bandage on it, but you're pretending to think you're covering it up. Something that you can't see, you won't deal with. But if you do not deal with the underlying if issue of it, if you do not clean the wound before you apply the bandage, if you not address the problem itself, then what begins to happen is the problem begins to get infected, and it begins to grow deeper and deeper and deeper and more painful, and it begins to create a twitch, a tick in your body, and you begin to feel it more often than you would like to, right? So that's how anger works. If you are someone who gets easily triggered, it's a good idea to write down, to journal what it is that is leading for you to be angry. Is it, as I said, is it incompetence that is showing up for you from other people? Is it incompetence that you are observing in yourself and so you are angry? Is it a need for taking things one level up in a relationship? Hey Dale, so lovely to see you, thank you for joining me. So is it wanting to take things a level up in a relationship and not having that control in it, or not having that capacity to do that? Is it, what is it that makes you angry? Sometimes people get really affected. Hey Arzu, sometimes people get really affected when people lie to them. And why is that? Think about it. What are these triggers telling you about you? What is it about lying that makes you get angry? It could be that there is an instance, there is an incident from your childhood that is, causing you to have that trigger. And as I said, the bandage effect. If you apply, if you address your anger, only address it on the superficial level, apply the bandage without cleaning the wound inside, if you do not address the actual issue, if you do not clean it, if you do not sanitize it, disinfect it, and then apply the bandage, what then begins to happen is the bandage also leads for the wound to get further infected, go deeper inside, and hurt you even more. Therefore, it is important to look into what is actually the reason for your anger, what is causing you to get agitated. Think about this, and again, write in comments what are some things that cause you to get angry. What are some things that cause you to, just go into a fairy and go, oh my god. um, Dale says closed-minded people make me angry or arrogance. Yes, that's a big one. You feel angry with closed-minded people or people who are arrogant. Arrogance does not go well with me too, Dale. So high five on that. So yes, closed-minded people as well. I think that's also why people like you and I enjoy to keep to our own company. We appreciate our company. We appreciate having the right people around us, because that's when we can have fruitful conversations. That's where we can express ourselves fully without the fear of being judged. So, arrogance is another one for me, because humility is a big value for me. Authenticity, humility, honesty, these are values I stand by. So for me, if someone comes across as arrogant, I take two steps further away from them, saying, not my cup of tea. I'd rather work with someone who is humble, who is grounded, and who is authentic in their presentation. And why? You can always go one layer down, one layer down, one layer down, to understand where these issues are coming from. This is something that I do as a coach. I present, I help people look deeper, understand themselves, look within, so that they can find their way out of situations where they are stuck. So, this is what I do as a smile strategist. I help people get from feeling stuck to unstuck using the smile strategy and a lot of coaching work. So, Dale says amen to that. Thank you, Arzu. Perfectly, very well said. Thank you so much. Guys, if you know someone who needs to receive this message, maybe someone who is dealing with anger, maybe someone who's dealing with someone who's angry with them, or maybe someone who just has a tendency to, just trigger off in a click, please share this message with them. And also, if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am open minded. Dale, I'm going to take from your inputs and I'm going to write, I am open minded, because you have to be open minded. Anger is something we have been taught as kids. No, to be angry, to throw a tantrum is bad behavior. So a lot of us are constantly working towards suppressing that feeling of anger because we feel it's a no. It feels like, no, this is something that I should not express. But actually, anger is an indication of an underlying trigger act. It is a byproduct. It's not something that just suddenly shows up. It shows up because of something. So it's a great idea to look at your anger and understand what exactly it is that you really need to address. A coach can definitely be handy. You know where to find one. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dale. I am open minded in comments if this has been of value to you. And again, tag a friend who needs to receive this message, or share the video on your wall. Thank you so much.